All right, what happened? Conker's usually on till 5 o'clock my time. What happened? I made sure I came in time for Conker, and I missed Conker. Even Bruce, it looks like, tried to come on. What time did you go on, Phil? You got to have a constant fixed time because I thought you were going on like 2:30 and be on till say 4:30, 9:30 your time, and I figured I'd come on the end and didn't get there. So I'm on. Hopefully Bruce will see this. Whoever else wants to come up real quick. I thought I'd be in time for Conker. I had 2 snow machines working today. It was 59 degrees. I had to do it. I had to take advantage of the weather. So we've got my mom's unstuffed cabbage because I haven't eaten since my breakfast stream this morning. So cheers, everybody. Oh, to die for. To die for. And fresh dinner rolls. All right. Let's see who shows up. I think I missed it by like a minute. I go to log on. It says it's got a countdown clock. All right, where the hell's Conker? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, we're live. Sorry I missed your Phil. I had to get my snow blowers done. Make the money. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. I mean, I was out there for about 7 hours. 3. Yeah, about 7 hours working. Head gaskets, valve job, all kinds of stuff. So we got a lot done today. Making some money, which is good. Customers are coming tomorrow to pick the stuff up before the snow. So hopefully we'll do all right. We should do all right. So what's the matter? Everybody all exhausted from Conker or what? It's all right. You've heard of stuffed cabbage? This is called unstuffed cabbage. Instead of cooking it with the rolled up cabbage, you just make it all disheveled and cook it in a big pot. She calls it unstuffed cabbage. So either way, I'm going to throw the link out there. See who's out there. There's the link. I know Bruce Pender was looking. He was like me. He chimed in. He thought he was going to be on time, and all of a sudden the stream is over. Hopefully everything's okay, Phil. I hope you didn't end early for a reason. So, anywho, Jack, what's going on, me mate? What's up? I must have missed Conker by about a minute because I saw in the comments Bruce Pender he put a comment too saying, "What did I do? Miss it?" So, anyway, it's actually dinner time for me. So what's new, right? Hope all is well in Birmingham. We'll see if anybody wants to come up, say hello. If not, let's chat. I'm having my dinner. Unstuffed cabbage. It's beef, pork, and veal ground up with cabbage and I think some onions in there. And you make it like you're going to roll it up for stuffed cabbage, but you don't roll it up. You just throw it in a pot, boil it, or bake it, whatever. Just put it in a pan. A little bit of tomato. That's all. Jordan, 7 to 9. Yeah, but he's not always 7 to 9. Sometimes it's 7:30. Sometimes it's 8 o'clock. It all depends. So I thought it was like 9:30. I figured I'd get the tail end. So I signed in about 5 after 4. Not even. Yeah, about 5 after. And he was done. So, all right. Well, I'll know for next time. I even put a thing in the chat saying I got to clean up all my crap in the driveway and then I'll be up. But whatever. No worries. I'm here. What's the weather over there, Dick? Still rainy and lousy over there? We had 59 degrees today, which is, I don't know what Celsius, but all I can say is it felt like spring. So I figured let me take advantage. So I took advantage. I worked outside for about 7 hours. I had a John Deere snow thrower. It needed a head gasket, valve job, grind the valves, lap them, do the clearance, all that. Got that done. Troy-Bilt storm thrower. Had gas in the oil, like a gallon of gas in the oil. Had to drain all that out, rebuild the carburetor. The guy went to rebuild the carburetor. He forgot to put the float pin in that holds the float. Don't know where it was. And he's wondering why all the gas, it went into the crankcase because it just kept on going and going and going. It wouldn't shut off. And good thing he didn't blow the engine, but I got it going for him, so he's happy. He used like a yellow silicone or something. He tried to like seal it up, but he didn't realize what was going on. I don't think he realized the float pin fell out. I don't know. But 7 to 9 p.m. your time, I'll make sure I mark it down for next week. You got to take advantage of the good weather. I tell you, if I had a cameraman to do what I did today to video me, oh my God, that would have been such a good video. But when you're working, trying to get the work done for the customer, you can't do it. Hey, Jeanette. How you doing, hon? Give me a wave, Andrew. What's up? What's going on? I missed Comker, so
that's all right.
Had to get all my stuff done, clean up my driveway, and we're getting snow tomorrow, so I got to get everything all clean.
Oh, cool.
But,
hello, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, you guys don't do a lot of snow machines over there.
No, to be honest, I've never done one.
They're fun though. They're nice because you don't have to worry about grass or dirt or anything like that. So
no. I mean, I expect them. They're all different, right? To work on.
Oh, there's a ton. I have a John Deere in the driveway, which is totally different from the Troy-Bilt Storm, they call it. One's a Powermore MTD engine, overhead valve. The other one's the Tecumseh flathead. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
But with the old Tecumseh, I had to actually grind the valves to get the clearance because there's no adjusters.
Okay.
So I actually
how's it going, Dick? How's it going, Jordan? Jeanette, how you doing? Cliff, how you doing?
Yeah. So what are you up to, Andrew? Keeping busy or what?
Yeah, just been keeping busy, mate. Just chilling. And really, I've been having loads of customers. I'm gonna get back. I keep saying it, but I'm gonna get back on the videos. I've just been having a bit of a.
I said that about today. I was out in the driveway for 7 hours. If I had a cameraman, I would have had a ton of video. But you know what? I had to get the work done. The customers want their stuff.
Of course. Yeah, I've just brought another mower on Marketplace, so I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. It's a nice Honda.
As a flip?
Yes, yeah.
That's cool. Hey, Francis.
Yeah, that should reach a pretty penny in my area.
Is yours? What is your business model going to be? More for flipping or repairs?
I started off doing repairs. I didn't start off flipping at all. It wasn't until probably the first year of me doing repairs then I started flipping them. But it's a bit of both really with me. As soon as I sell something, I'll give them one of my cards, and then my name spreads around. Then so.
Hey, money's money, whatever it takes.
Of course.
So are you like with Mick over there, where the grass never really stopped growing, or what?
Yes, yeah. My grass is growing, but I don't normally cut. Depending on whatever my grass, how long it gets, I don't cut it until the summer.
Yep. Hey Neil, what's going on, Sparky?
How's it going, Spark? How's it going, Neil? How you doing?
I got to mark down Conker's time because there were a few times he was like 2:30, 3.
Do you know what? I missed it as well.
Yeah, Bruce Pender too. Bruce's shop. He was in there. He put a comment in saying he missed it. I'm hoping he comes up over here.
Yeah, I missed it.
But there's a chat. Then unless
to be honest, I forgot what day it was.
Yep. Right. I tell you, I'll be honest. For the past couple of years, I was a regular with Mick. I looked forward to it. I actually planned my day around Mick's stream because it was fun. We had a great time. Oh, yeah, and now it'll be the same with Comker. Oh man. Uh-oh. Hobby Moda. Is that Klaus? Hey. Come on, brother.
How's it going, mate?
Hey, Andrew. Hey, Ken.
How's it going?
You're staying up late for me.
Yeah, well, it's not that bad. I just finished
only-
off with Comker.
I know. I missed it by like 4 minutes. I thought he was going another half hour based on a couple of other times he went, but Bruce Pender, the same thing. Bruce and I, we both put in a comment, oh, we missed it.
Yeah.
I hit Conquer and it comes on with a timer, and I'm like, what the heck? And it said 2 hours and 9 minutes, so I missed it by 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
But it was a good stream. It was, yeah, nice and quiet, no drama. That was good. Yeah. So yeah, how are you guys doing?
Oh, I just got in from 7 hours of snowblowers, so hey, 59 degrees. So now it's time for what we call unstuffed cabbage.
There you go.
Well, we had a John Deere Tecumseh L head valve job, head gasket, valve grinding, and an overhead valve. Troy-Bilt snow. What is it called? Troy-Bilt storm, where the guy tried to rebuild the carburetor, forgot to put the float pin in the carburetor. All of a sudden, he's wondering why the thing's smoking like crazy because he's got a gallon of gas in the crankcase. So,
Yep.
And then he tried to seal it up with like a yellow goop. I don't know.
Yeah, I cleaned the car today and it had loads of jelly in it.
Well, that's what it'll turn to with the ethanol. It'll turn to jelly.
Yeah.
You can actually sometimes you can see that there's it turns green.
Yep.
It's like a moth, a moth or something that's growing in there.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
But that's when it starts to smell like varnish too.
Yep. Yeah. It's like I was brought up with that can only happen to diesel because those algae can live in that layer between water and diesel oil.
Oh yeah. Well, heating oil too.
Yeah,
now they have this biofuels over here. It's terrible. The algae clogs up all the jets and everything.
Yep, it does.
Francis, what is the biggest problems with blowers out there?
Well, aside from ethanol, shear pins. People run over a newspaper or something, and the shear pins break, and you can go wing with the augers. The drive discs. When people at the box stores put them together, they're like 18-year-old kids. They don't know how to adjust them, so they put as much tension. They figure more is better. They put so much tension on the drive discs that they wear out in 1 year.
Yeah.
So you get those. There's a lot of different things. Just lack of maintenance for the most part. Oil changes, stuff like that. Carburetors are the main thing. You don't use it, and they don't drain them out, and
gets clogged up.
Yeah, you just got to do sometimes I'll even fix it on the tailgate of my truck. I'll just drop the bowl if I can get up there, get the emulsion tube out, and I don't even take it off the truck. Make it easy.
I see it's almost the same with sweepers and snow blowers.
Mm-hmm.
If they run in salted conditions, and people will stop using them in spring.
Yep.
Store them, and next year, it can ruin any bearing it comes into contact with that salty.
Sure.
Yeah.
I found too a lot of the newer Lonson LCT PowerMore engines inside those float bowls. I'm seeing a lot of rust lately.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the gel, and they've been a lot of rust, like really contaminated, like garbage from the ethanol.
I think honestly, some of it is if you are sweeping or blowing in ice and snow that has already been salt treated, you will inevitably get some of that into your either the atmospheric air in the tank, or you'll get it sucked through the and those carburetors. I mean, it's not the same aluminum as
a lot of it isn't even aluminum. It's zinc. It's actually zinc.
Well, that would be better, wouldn't it?
It would, as long as I used to do a lot of die casting, and when you die cast zinc, it forms a protective skin on the outside. It's an oxidized layer. Okay, when that starts to get eaten away, that's when it turns to like a powdery residue inside a carburetor.
Yeah,
you lose the protective coating of the zinc, and it just starts to deteriorate and oxidize and turn to a white powder. Yeah. And by then, I don't care what you do, it's always going to do that. So if you see a carburetor with that white powder all over it inside, throw it out.
Yeah. I used to. For the Chinese ones, I simply replaced the bowl because a new bowl costs nothing.
Yep.
But I used to blast it out with what's it called? Sodium bicarbonate.
Yeah, like baking soda. Yeah, where you do like soda blasting. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Works really well on
Oh
heads.
yeah. Did you ever try the vapor blasting with the soda?
Nope.
That's really cool. There's a kid on there. I'll try and get the link. All he does is motorcycle carburetors. He restores them, but he uses a vapor blast where it uses like the bicarb with a water base, and it's like a slurry. And I tell you, it comes out gorgeous. And you could use it on chrome to get like a satin chrome finish. It really looks nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because
They call it vacuum blasting or vapor blasting.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is. It's one of the channels I follow. He does full restoration of tractors and engines.
Hmm.
He has his cleaning cabinet is the liquid is heated. It's water based and it's heated, and it gets shot in there with air.
Yep.
I mean,
because you can clean it, you can degrease it, and you can blast it at the same time.
Yeah. And I went to price out one of those things, and I left again.
A cheap one here is about $7,000 US.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's a nice kit. It really is.
You know what? You do a full restoration, it'll pay for itself the first time.
Yeah.
You can do a motorcycle or a car, you know.
Yeah.
So
that is nice. But,
Andrew,
what do you?
Oops, sorry.
No, go ahead, Ken.
No, say, what do you got in the shop? Anything good?
No. Today I washed half the floor in the shop. That's how slow it is here. It's. I would have thought that a more chainsaws would come in this season, but they never showed.
How's the weather though? Have you gotten a lot of storms, or how is it?
We've had a couple of storms.
'Cause that's what brings them into me when there's a good storm.
Yeah, but we don't have. I mean, not many people have generators.
Yep.
So that's an issue, and even fewer people have snowblowers. And for some reason, they don't find their way to me. The ones that have sweepers and the blowers that is there. I don't know. Do you see any of those, Andrew?
What's that? Sorry, mate.
Do you see any snowblowers or sweepers or?
No, to be honest, I've never actually worked on one.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't.
But like
I don't
said to Ken earlier, they're all so different, aren't they? You know, from a Craftsman to a John Deere, they're all so different to work on the snowblowers.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think I've only seen the one with the drive disc setup.
Yeah.
Really? How's yours? What is transmissions or what?
No, I said I've never seen one that is not a drive disc.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen one with a transmission.
Yeah, some of the older ones are chain driven with transmissions from the 60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
Chris, it's unstuffed cabbage, but chicken cordon bleu sounds better.
We have a dish here, Ken, and yeah. Hey, Steve. We just came over from Comker. We had a new face on Comker today.
Who's that?
What was it? Rusty to running something. Can't remember.
From over in the UK or from where?
UK, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't say much, but then again, jumping into Luke and Steve, Phil, and Henry and John, and that can be a little intimidating, I guess.
What did he say? We didn't hear you, Steve. You're not on panel. He said what? Claus, like Santa Claus?
Yeah, he spelled it with an E at the end. Yeah. Yeah, a clause is something different.
That's all right.
That's fine. I don't mind, Steve.
You want to see what sucks about getting old? I was trying to air up the tires on these two snow throwers. I figured before I come in, last thing I do is air up the tires. It's going to be cold tonight. It's going from 60 degrees to like 20. So I air up usually a pound per 10 degrees. So I go a couple extra pounds, right? And I couldn't find my glasses. I'm like, what the hell are my glasses? I'm looking around, look what's on my collar right here. Okay. So, and they probably been there for about 4 hours. I tore my place apart looking for my glasses. I'm just looking at my reflection now. I'm like, son of a. Don't get old. Don't get old.
Nah.
Oh,
And you know what? The alternative, Ken, is worse.
yeah. Oh, I like keeping busy though, and making busy and making money. I tell you, small engine is my therapy, and it pays me. So how can you go wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Spoons is here. Hi, John.
Hey.
Oh, here you go. Is this the guy you're talking about, Pete? Is that him, Klaus? The new guy that you were talking about?
No, maybe. Nope.
How about this one here? Rusto running?
No, fix it or strip it. No, that's Neil, isn't it?
No, but he said Rusto running. You were saying there was a new person on the.
Yes, Rusto running. Yes, Rush 2 running. I think it was
running. Okay.
Rush 2 running. Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone gets the link, put it up. Why not?
Yeah. Are you going to be on tomorrow?
Breakfast with Ken, right?
Yeah. I have a garage sale tomorrow. I cleaned out one of my cabinets and I just accumulated way too many bottles of oil and grease. Hey, John.
Long time no see, Klaus.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just put that up on Facebook for a garage sale tomorrow. So let's see how many shows up.
Hey, Les. Yeah, John, I was watching your electrical theory the other day, the equals IR and all that. So that was pretty good.
Well, I'm putting them. I got to do them for the college students anyhow, so I figured I'd just start sticking them on here. And
why not?
And yeah, John, I was gonna go work on my lessons, but I saw this. I jumped on it. You might have to jump up, John.
See, but John, Mr. Clem, you don't have to be here. Someone could just block you, and you don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I missed something. I must have been teaching that night.
Anywho.
Oh man.
I just figured since I missed Comker, I'd come out for a little bit and see if any stragglers are around, still up.
We're still up. Yep. It's 10:35 here, so
it is 9:30 here in UK.
4:35 here.
Whereabouts are you, Klaus?
About an hour later than you. Yeah.
John, are you the same as me, John? Or are you an hour behind me?
Same as you.
Okay.
It isn't until we cross in the.
Oh, wait a minute! I gotta ask, John. Go Bengals.
I don't watch professional sports. I'm I don't know. I just stopped watching sports a while ago. I figured
just geographically you got to root
right, and I get it. And most people are around here, and they're even if they weren't.
Yep.
Where I'm at, mainly it's Browns fans.
Okay, yeah, Cleveland, yeah,
mainly Browns fans.
Yeah.
Or Pittsburgh because Roethlisberger was from Findlay, which is right in this area.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
John, I'm with you. If it involves a ball of any kind, I'm not watching it for sure.
Yeah, I've got some. Yeah, after starting to teach school, I found that sports are as bad as politics. Because everyone wants to argue, and I'm like, I'm not arguing.
But I think this Super Bowl though is going to be interesting because you've got that phenom who got an injury, was really sidelined for a year. Now he's back and he's proven himself. I'd like to see him win. I would.
And that's cool. I like a lot of those things. I just have with my students, I got kids that are super into sports but don't play anything.
Yeah.
And it's play a game. Stop watching games. Go play one. It's just one of those things. And I put on my board at the beginning of the school year every year. Professional sports is downfall of modern America. Prove me wrong with facts.
But I have to say, American football as such is if I was going to watch a ball game, that would be it. But correct me if I'm wrong here, but college ball is more entertaining than NFL, isn't it?
College ball is because they're working to try and get drafted by the NFL, so they're going out of their way to kill themselves to get noticed. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Saturday in America is college football day, where Sunday is NFL pro. But college, especially the top 10 or 15 teams, unbelievable stuff.
University of Southern
Yeah,
California.
you've been there, right? You went to California a few times, right?
Yeah, I lived there for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Trojans are my.
Oh yeah, USC Trojans.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I went to a UCLA Stanford game, and this was back in the early '90s, and UCLA was crushing Stanford. The Stanford student section stood up, started jingling their keys, and said, "That's all right. That's okay. You will work for us one day."
Well, wasn't it, John? Though, wasn't it a Stanford USC game where they rushed the field and the ball was still in play?
Yeah,
and the band and everything that came on the field.
Was it Stanford or UCLA? USC.
It was one of the. I think it was USC, but the band started coming on the field.
Yeah.
And the guy with the ball, he's like busted into the tuba guy and everything. He scored the winning touchdown.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was
That's
bad.
what's about college football.
Yeah, and that's. I think it's more entertaining.
It is. So it definitely is. Yeah. But they've got a lot more to go to root for. It's not just a constant paycheck like the NFL. They're looking for that paycheck. They're hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now college kids get paid now.
Right, because they can do YouTube and stuff like that. And
college kids can get paid to advertise commercials, stuff like that. So the top college kids now, they're making $1 million a year.
Well, the kid who came on to Ohio State as a freshman, the top recruit, he had like $5 million endorsement thing, and he never stepped on the field.
Yeah.
Because he was a social media influencer before that.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Changing the subject a little bit. This is the mower I'm going to pick up tomorrow.
Can you blow up?
Hold on.
Older Honda.
Yeah, what's that?
Honda. See if I can get the focus.
What's that? An Izzy or what? An HR?
No, it's a Honda. Hang on a minute. It's a Honda HR 215.
That's old. What is that? 80s?
It is. That's 80s. Yeah.
There it is again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it a smoker? Do you know?
Not sure.
I hate the carburetor on that thing. That's a
I know. To be honest, I've done the cars, but I've never actually owned one myself.
No.
So,
but if it's a good running one, it's even smoother than a GCV.
Yeah, I mean over where I am, they're worth good money. So
yeah.
I was going to say.
Okay.
I mean, hey, Steve.
Close.
Steve.
Or should I say claws?
You can call me whatever you want, sir.
I know I misspelled it.
I do all the time.
I immediately changed it.
I know.
Accidentally. I know how to spell your name.
I do not take offense.
Yeah. I know.
If they start calling you Santa, then you got to wonder.
Yeah, I use that one. How do you spell your name? Just like Santa without the E in the end.
I'm going to start. People are going to start calling me Santa pretty quick here.
And John, no, Steve, you got to get a few LBs like this.
Yeah, you got a little more building to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, how's your channel going?
Really good, mate. Really good.
How many subs do you have?
I'm at 110 now.
Okay.
Wow. I know I keep saying I'm going to put out videos, but just keep. Customers.
So, what's your channel name?
My channel name?
Yep. The channel's name.
Andrew's Mowers and Small Engines.
You can throw a link in if you want, Andrew. You want to throw a link?
Yeah, I can throw a link.
So,
are you subscribed?
Yes, I am. Absolutely, I am. But I have a little constructive criticism here for you, Andrew.
Hey, Jim.
You see the name at the bottom of your screen right there? It says Andrew.
Yep.
You come on a panel like this, you want some exposure?
Yeah.
Put your YouTube channel, change that from Andrew to your channel's name.
The only reason I can't do that is because my name doesn't fit in it.
Oh, it's too long.
So I've been trying to do that for ages.
Yeah, but look what I got on mine. I got all that in there.
For some reason it just won't let my name to go on it. I can put Andrew and then like 5 other letters, but anything other than that doesn't want to know.
Hey, you know what though? Kenny can change your name.
Yeah, let me see.
I think we've ran into this before on Mix.
On Mix.
I can put my channel name in the background. I've got a green screen.
Andrew, what do you want it to say? I got the word Andrew. What else you want?
Whatever. Just my channel name.
What is it total?
Andrew's. Hang on it. Andrew's Mowers and Small Engines.
Good name.
Yeah, it took me a while to think of it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to help you out, bud. Yeah. I'm just trying to help you out. If you want some exposure
Yeah, man,
coming
that's
up on
good.
a channel like
Yeah,
this,
thank you.
man, yeah. You want
How do
people
you
to know
guys-
what your channel's name is so they can read it at the bottom and they'll Google that and they'll check you out.
Yeah.
How do you get Andrew? How do you do the background thing?
So if you look at the bottom of your StreamYard, you've got Cam and Mike. Go on to
Yeah.
Cam and Mike, and then you'll see virtual backgrounds.
Ah,
And that's how you
Yeah.
put whatever you want. But it's better if you're you got like a wall behind you, not like other
Yeah.
objects, because it will just flicker and it will just go funny.
How's that, Andrew? Better?
That's amazing, bud. Thank you.
Andrew's mowers and small engines. Bingo. That's what you want, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Another happy service from Mr. Modal.
yep.
There you go. We aim to please.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
Klaus, you want like a
hello.
nice little wall behind you. If not, it will just stick to any color what's behind you, and it
Yeah,
will just
yeah.
mess it
But
up.
as you can see, my background is slightly messy, so
Nah,
it
it's
might.
not that. It will just stick to your books and things. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, maybe you should get Anita to come and clean that up for you. Oh, I'm not
Second-
supposed to say her
Hey,
name. Oh, I'm
John.
sorry.
No, you can say her name, but
Oh,
I wish she'd come in because you'd get a whooping for saying that.
I know.
Yeah.
April,
That what you have for
if
breakfast tomorrow?
April was standing right here, she'd slap me inside the head, too, and
Yeah.
say, yeah, you got to say that.
Yeah.
Klaus can clean it up himself.
So
Absolutely.
as I always do when Klaus comes on board, I put my Danish background.
There you
Yes,
go.
sir. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Oh, now I really want a Danish.
Oh, I tell you,
I
think
might hear.
I may go
Cream
for a
cheese.
Danish and a coffee.
Oh.
Well, there was a question on one of those trivia shows the other night. It said, "What is a Danish called in Denmark?"
A Dane?
That's a great question.
Yeah, what is it, like pastry?
No. A Danish in Denmark is called a Dane.
Really?
They had some other name for it.
No. Get off the pastries, guys.
Oh, you talking about
A
person?
Danish
I
in
see.
Denmark is called a Dane.
That's
I
a
see.
person, though.
But-
We're talking
but
about the
if you-
food.
If you want the word for Danish, are you ready?
Yeah.
Wienerbrød.
That's it.
Yeah,
It looks like
That's exactly what I was
It
going
looks
to
like it
say.
says wiener.
Well, if you translate it, it's actually not. It's not. It's very close, John. It's Viennese bread from Vienna, because that type of pastry was invented by the Austrians or Germans or something.
I thought you just said Vietnamese. I was like, I don't think they
We'll be
have
all
those
right.
over there, but
We have to
whatever.
get your imagination under control, Steve. Absolutely. No,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
But it actually comes, and the word wiener, it's the same.
Yeah.
It comes from the Austrian city of Vienna.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow. I have
That-
tons and tons of different names for my wiener.
See, but when we
Oh,
say
boy, we don't need to know
Yeah.
about it.
more of an insult.
Vienna.
Like Wiener Schnitzel, not like what you're talking about.
You know, but when
No,
I went
it's-
to Germany, you know, the thing was Grosserschwanze, you know.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Francis.
That's not a word you would translate into English and have it on the stream.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
John Clem's here? Oh,
He
good
is.
Yeah,
Lord.
imagine that,
Yeah.
huh?
Lurking somewhere.
He's lurking. He's lurking. I know.
How many, Kenny, how many spots you have on this panel? You at 6
10.
or 10?
10.
10. Oh, there you go. John Clem.
Yeah, John Clem.
Come on, John. Come on, visit.
Yeah, John.
Come on down.
Jeff, you fixed your mic, Jeff, I see.
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah, it
like
was
Jeff.
actually an
Jeff
easy
is what I
fix.
call the sideways streamer.
Andrew, careful.
Oh.
See, I could just take him out.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Well, last week they were talking about what marrows, the big ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is turning into a vegan show. I don't know.
Last week with the chaps were just going a bit
It's
too
kind of
far.
starting to go south here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah, as a vegan, are you allowed to eat chicken at least? No.
I don't
No.
know. Well, you can't eat eggs. but
Hey,
you can eat-
Don.
He's here.
How's it
I
going,
don't know
John?
why.
Mr.
Okay,
Clem.
everybody behave now. Officer John's in the house.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's got his background changed even.
Oh, Rob's here.
Hey, John. John,
Yes.
packages in the mail for you a few days ago. Keep your
Okay,
eyes
thank you.
open.
Will do. Appreciate it.
Obviously, you know why the hoodie was not, but
Yes.
you're getting some stuff.
Even in a
Yeah.
new language.
Yeah. You're
How's it
getting
going,
some
Ash?
stuff.
Hey,
Not a
Klaus,
hoodie, though.
Hi, Morton.
unfortunately.
Klaus, this is Morton, right?
Yep. Yeah. Hi, Morton. Yep.
Oh yeah, I just saw one of his things smart. Didn't understand a word he said, but it looked good.
I love watching when I can't understand because Klaus, he's like,
It's a lot
"Hundred
faster than you do,
Schmidt,
Klaus.
oh shit," you know.
Oh yeah.
Morton talks. It seems like he
It's,
talks faster than you do.
The language is for a selected crowd.
Mm.
Yeah.
Taste them all.
Mhm.
No, I just love it when he's like, "Hundred Schmidt, set screw." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually it's an issue for me. Honestly, it is because I any of you guys dual language?
Yep.
Yeah. If you learn the word of an item or a thing or in another language,
Mhm.
and you use it in that other language, and then you have to go back to your original language and use that word, you can't.
I'm sure there's some with no.
I actually
translation.
don't know actually what a set screw is in Danish because I've only learned it in English.
Yeah, but you guys call it grub screw over there, right? You don't say set screw; you call it grub screw.
I don't know what they call it because I've never looked it up.
Andrew.
Yeah,
I
in
just use
Europe,
set
they
screw.
call them grub screws. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Andrew, I think we're done with that. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, we're as of right now, we're done with that.
That is pretty funny, though.
No, it's not, Steve.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry. Hey,
Yes, it
Andrew,
is.
shame on you.
Yeah.
Because now Steve gets a copyright strike because John says my voiceover. I didn't do that.
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't John in my voiceover.
Oh, there you go.
No, wasn't me.
No. Sounds like somebody like him, but
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
so hey, John, are you actually going to do a voiceover for Conk?
I've sent him all the clips. He's just
Mm.
he wants to use and exactly how to use it and how to get it onto his intro.
Well, hopefully he's not as picky as April and I were. Just
Man, I'm
hopefully
telling you,
for
that was my first one. You be as picky as you want to.
Right,
Hey,
guys,
Klaus,
I'm gonna drop down. I've got to get some sleep, so I'll catch you on the next one.
All right. See you, Andrew.
Take care, Andrew.
Cheers, John.
Take care.
Cheers, John.
Now,
Steve.
Morton's saying he's on the other end of Denmark, so you guys have different dialects or something?
Yeah, see, Denmark is consists of one peninsula and 2 islands. And I'm on the peninsula. He's on one of the islands. So it's about I don't know, 2.5 hour drive, one
Yes,
bridge. And yeah. So, yeah, we are in opposite sides of the country. Yeah.
Stella, originally, yes, but now you've got socket set screws, cup point set screws, dog point set screws, half dog point set screws. There's all different types.
Dog
Yeah,
point.
I think what she's I think the ones that we're talking about, like when we call set screws,
We're talking about
when
socket set screws where you put an Allen wrench in it.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
That's
I
called a
think
socket set screw.
most people around here call them grub screws.
Well, grub screw, yeah, in Europe they originated the term grub screw, but here it's always been set screw. But to her point, the original set screws years ago used to retain a pulley or a shiv onto a shaft did have a square head, so that you could, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
These
Well,
days,
it doesn't
it's
matter what you call them. They're all guaranteed to do one thing.
yeah, get stuck.
Strip out, yeah.
Strip out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey,
Nev.
Nev. How are you, Nev? Everyone's saying hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let's see. Stella's still here. They all have a cut. Not necessarily, though, Stella. I'm wondering because it depends. I mean, those are called cut point set screws. You have cut point. You have knurled cut point that actually dig in. You have dog point, which is a little stub on the end. Half dog, which is a smaller stub. You know, there's all different kinds. You know what I'm going to send you, Stella? I'm going to send you a Machinery's Handbook. That's the best toilet reading there ever was.
Better than your
The
phone?
small one or the big one?
No, yeah, that's true. They got the bigger ones now too. No, because when you become an engineer, mechanical or design engineer, the first thing you do is you buy a Machinery's Handbook. Okay, it's like the Bible. And I think Stella would love to have a Machinery's Handbook. Is just anything you want to know about manufacturing and making anything and machining and all that. It's there. It's just, and the newer ones get into 3D printing and all kinds of crap. So.
Yeah, and they're like the size of a dictionary.
The old encyclopedias, yeah.
Oh, yeah. When I started, I'll never forget the first day when I became an engineer and I graduated college. I got a Machinery Handbook, a 1-inch micrometer, a vernier caliper, a 6-inch scale, a pocket protector, and a shop coat.
But that was cute.
Oh, yeah. But that's the way it was back then.
Yeah.
Love Stella's comment.
I'm talking 1983 is when I started.
She's so nasty, I swear.
That's what I used to call it too, except worse than that even. You know.
Yeah.
You son of a.
Well, you know what it was? The person who gave you the rounded off Allen wrench. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Well, and then I learned that when that does happen, there shouldn't be any physical action afterward because I got to go find that tool then. Where'd I throw that damn thing?
Stella, I could load you up with all kinds
That's
of
right.
stuff.
It's underneath. Hey, it's Rob. It's underneath your bench,
Night, Morton. Have a good night.
hidden right down in under there.
Good night,
Get
Morton.
down on your knees and find it.
Take care, Morton.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, rolled off the backside down behind everything.
Yeah.
Well, they say for a person from Spain or Italy, it is easier to learn Chinese than it is to learn Danish. So,
Wow.
Ronnie, it might take a few
Wow.
tries. Yeah.
The only Chinese I speak is give me a number 1 or number 7.
Yeah.
Ah, she. Yeah. It means thank you.
I know, but sometimes in this group that is just a.
Oh, Kenny, you're too funny sometimes. That's how he speaks Chinese. I'll take a number 1 and a number 7.
And brown rice instead of white rice.
That's right.
Why rice?
Extra yum sauce.
Remember the old Seinfeld episode? 10 minute. 10 minute.
Yeah. That's
Shop closed. You come back.
Oh yeah, the Jesus clips. Who's got a picture of a Jesus clip?
I don't know what it is.
Actually,
You
I
know
don't
what a
either.
Jesus clip is? Oh man.
No.
I've got 4 of them out in the garage, but I'm not going out there to get them.
Is this going to be something that offends half of your viewers?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, seriously.
It's a ring. It looks like a small E.
Well, we call them e-clips. Yeah,
Because when you lose one, you go, Jesus!
Yeah, I don't.
we call them e-clips.
Mine involves an F and F in there.
I've always been amazed how good they fly.
Yeah,
They fly, and how quickly they disappear after they land.
Yeah.
They will always be underneath the bench.
Yeah. I have 2 long magnets on the stick just for those.
Yes.
Uh,
I got a whole great big box of them because it's easier to keep picking out a new one than it is try to find the other ones.
Last time I was out buying the E-clips or C-clips for the steel chainsaws. I said, "How many do you want? Do you have a pack of 10?" And he started laughing. So what are you laughing? I know why you want 10.
Yeah, don't give me one.
Yeah, I don't need one. I need 10.
But you know what too, though? You know what too? On those circlips, just so you know, a lot of people don't know this. When you're working on lawn tractors that have keyways on the transmission for the axles, that little thing right there, that gets mounted this way into the keyway to keep the key from walking out.
Yes.
People don't install these correctly. When you install it on the end of a peerless transaxle, that middle part goes into the keyway. It keeps the key from coming out.
Kenny, how do you know this?
Excellent.
Stuff?
Because I had a customer lose her keys, had no drive, and I followed with a magnet around her tractor path, and I found the keys, and she put the E-rings on, the Jesus clip on, and just stuck it on. And I said, no, you have to stick it so the center portion goes onto the keyway. That's what they're designed for.
That is absolutely, I would never, and I'm not kidding here, I would never have caught on to that.
Because it locks the E-clip so it can't rotate, but also keeps the key from walking out.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of it. Under those stupid yellow caps that you can never get off, the ones you got to use like a heat gun to get the rubber caps off.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's your lesson for today.
Yeah, it's like you put it on there and you can spin it, and you spin it around the shaft, and all of a sudden it goes click. You can't spin it anymore. It's in the keyway now. Yeah.
But you got to remember too, though, because the retaining ring groove, it doesn't go in a lot. It only goes in about 40 thousandths. It's not a lot.
Just enough to hold the key, though.
Just enough to hold it from rotating, keep the key from popping out.
Yep.
I got to go. It's not always about food.
Hey, see you later.
I'll see y'all in a little bit, hopefully. We'll see.
See you.
Y'all be good. Appreciate it.
Say hi to Lisa for me.
Yeah, say hi to Lisa.
When she gets home, I'm going to slap her around for taking so long to get back home.
Yeah, you try to do that.
Yeah.
We'll discuss your black eye. We'll discuss your black eye when you get home.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
If I don't come back, you'll know it didn't go well for me.
You can film a live stream from the ER. You know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all be good. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye, everybody in chat.
Oh man. Yeah, you're right, William. That is why he's called Mr. Know-It-All. You're right. Yep.
Well, that's why I became an engineer. I wanted to know how everything in the world works.
And now you're probably wishing sometimes you didn't know how it all worked.
Yeah, it's nice to know everything, especially you buy your first house, you buy your first car. It's nice to know how things work.
Well, let me tell you a story about the engineers that is working at the company that I
use the term loosely though, because here in the USA it's used like
no. They are they're mechanical engineers. Takes 4 years to become one.
Okay.
I actually had to say a word that when I said it first, they kind of went like, huh? And then they recalled something from back when they were in school. Mm-hmm. It's called the Machinery Directive.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that?
No, I think it's more of a European thing.
Yep. It's the book on how to do designs.
Mm-hmm.
And there are rules to making a mechanical design.
Mm-hmm.
And design risk assessment is one of them. And for some reason, a whole floor of engineers has forgotten that last word, design risk assessment.
Mm. Well,
and you can hear it. I mean, 6 seconds after I said the word, somebody went, oh.
You know what's another word, Klaus, that's really, it's not used that often anymore, and we try and use it every time we buy a new machine.
Yeah.
I'm in the repair business in my company where we fix and repair machinery and things like that, tools and things like that. So I always say when they're going to buy a machine, is it serviceable? What's the serviceability of this machine? Is it like a Toyota where unless you're a foot tall, you can't get in there to do anything? I mean, can I get parts? When it breaks after a year, is it under warranty? Are the parts coming? Like I have half the machines I work on right now, I've got to get parts from Italy, France, Germany, and now with COVID and customs and everything, I've been waiting 3 years for a check valve. I ended up having a friend of mine make me one because I couldn't wait from
the best stakeholder for an engineer who has to assess a new piece of machinery or tool is the purchaser. Purchasing.
Yeah, but you know what? When you let the bean counters start running the company,
that's why they have. I know. That's why you have to make sure the engineer goes to the purchasing department.
But here's the problem with that, Klaus, especially in the large company. I mean, we're the biggest defense contractor in the world, okay?
Yeah.
When you have purchasing people that are like, well, I need 3 quotes, but I want this. Yeah, but I need 3. So you give them 3 quotes. They end up wanting to buy the lowest priced quote when it's not what you want. So we do something called sole source or single source justification, where I have to write a novel stating why I can't not have anything but what I state. And it works.
But honestly, it's a good exercise, isn't it?
Oh, no, it is. But you're trying to prove to them, they're just looking at, 100,000 versus 72,000. And it's like, but guys, the first time it breaks down, I'm going to spend that 28,000 difference having guys fly in to fix it. So,
but their boss is only, their KPIs is money.
Oh, absolutely.
And if they can't defend it towards their organization, they're not going to get the pay raise. Yeah. So, and the only thing that stands between that and the pay raise is your explanation why you want the $100,000 one.
But I'll be honest, it doesn't work half the time, and people that are in charge of purchasing stuff will purchase based on now with COVID, a lot of times big companies will purchase equipment based on availability, not about quality, not about price. Because remember, there's 3 things in manufacturing: price, delivery, quality. Pick 2. You can never get all 3. You could only get 2. So, and what they do now is, if the price is right, they want it now. Okay. Well, wait a minute. You don't want to wait 16 weeks to get the right one. Or I'll be honest with you, right now, a Siemens control for a machine tool, okay, is out 256 days just to get a brand new Siemens control. I'm like, really? I mean, there's people we'll go to eBay to find one. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Used ones.
Yeah. Or I'll be honest, a guy that I know who's doing machine tool refurbs, he's actually going to China now because you can get some of the cards that go on the motherboards, but you can't get the motherboards. So he's going to China to get the motherboards and then putting his data cards on the Chinese motherboards.
Yeah.
Because you can't buy the whole thing from the manufacturer because it's a 1-year lead time. And it's like, what? Crazy.
Cost function is what I got taught. Were the 3 parameters.
Oh, yeah. Pick 2.
Yep. That's it. Cost and function. If you want it to be just get it done fast and it to work, do not care what it looks like.
Yep.
If you want it to look pretty, it's going to cost a lot.
Yep. Absolutely. The main thing is that all the accountants are set on cost, but it's like you got price, delivery, quality. Well, you got to have the quality because the machine has to work. Okay. Yeah. You got to have the delivery because you want it now. So you pay through the ass. And that's the way it works.
Yeah.
Well, when you talk about the engineer thing, they just throw that title out to anybody.
Oh my God! Oh, absolutely. It's rubber stamp. Rubber stamp.
I went to a factory. Manufacturer, a factory here. I went in, and the guy they call the engineer comes down. I know him. He's an electrician.
Yeah.
He does not have an engineering degree, but he's the plant engineer.
But they use the title now, John, to justify the pay.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I'll be honest with you. I was an engineer for years and years and years. I only had an associate degree at the time. I was actually the engineering manager of a major manufacturing machine tool builder, okay, with PhDs that were working for me, okay? And it's like, come on. It's all about, and I'll be honest with you, it's about what you know. I'd rather hire someone that's been doing it for 30 years that just has a technical education because I know I can sit him down on the desk and he starts working. Versus I get the guy, he'll give me theory all day, but I ask him what a 1032 screw is. He's like, what?
We call those guys book learners.
Well, you could be book smart, don't get me wrong, but don't explain the theory of how the machine's going to work when I need a machine put on paper to build and sell it. And I need
the bill of materials.
Oh yeah.
Design it should look like this. Oh, well, okay, what am I using to build it with?
Yeah, Chris, of course, we're a division of Lockheed Martin for the past.
So we got to sit down and figure out like what bolts we're going to. Then we got to do all the estimating. They didn't do anything.
No, I'm done. I did no beard. I shaved it last week. No more beard for now, anyway.
Till next week.
No, I was getting a haircut. Once I get the haircut, that's usually because usually when they do your haircut, they nick it and it looks like crap. So.
Hey, is Lockheed Martin? Is that the one that they nicknamed Skunk Works?
Well, we have a Skunk Works, in Palmdale, California.
Yeah.
That's where the SR-71, all that stuff, that's us,
Yeah.
We have all kinds of divisions. We have a space division. We do satellites and stuff. We have missile and fire control, where we do missiles and things down in Florida. We've got just look it up. It's just lmco.com.
You got to email Elon Musk and get him on your show.
Yeah. I tell you, it's a great place to work. And like I said, what we do is sexy and cool. But if you look at the whole Lockheed Martin as a whole, just go on their website. They are into so much stuff. It is fascinating. Yeah. Fascinating. Yeah. Especially our space division out in Colorado. Just cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tell you, if they're looking for a lot of good people all over the world. We have companies all over the world. LMCO.com. Just take a look.
But you see, Ken, the thing is that when you said about there was a 200-something days delivery time on a Siemens controller.
I do them all, Chris. I do all the models.
The big suppliers, the big companies, GE, Siemens, Johnson Controls, all those. Mm-hmm. They have the products that they're just delivering them to customers in a certain order, depending on the contract they have. Because if you have 10 pieces of equipment and 100 customers, they will sell those 10 to the ones that they are obligated to and that pays the most.
Oh no, agreed. I'll be honest with you. Different companies I've worked at, I've paid triple the asking price for something to get it the next day versus 6 months. It's all about the money.
Yeah. And that's when you go back into the purchasing department and say they also need to risk assess selecting a vendor. Because they don't do that. I've never met a purchasing department that actually does risk assessment. They do risk assessment on delivery as such. They have a backup.
Yeah.
But they have never gone into situations where, say, COVID or shortages or war or whatever can disturb this flow of things. They always go for the cheapest one, and then it's not their problem when it's not delivered.
Well, yeah, and they work on the just-in-time manufacturing concept, which the whole system has to function well and keep going. There can't be a snag. As soon as there's a snag,
the whole thing shuts down.
Well, here, you talk about just-in-time. The biggest proponent of that years ago was Dell. Look what happened to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And guys like me who hoard things and get chewed out because you're hoarding. Yes, I am.
You're hoarding until the day they need it, and you pull it out of your ass, and then you're like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah. Like right now, with what we do at the schools, I've been stacking stuff up, holding it off to the side. People give me things, I put it away. This happened. I haven't spent anything. I dropped back on what I was spending, and then you're the only person. Your courses are the only ones that cut down on spending while everybody else had to go up. I'm like, I was ready for this.
You got to watch, though, on inventories and things, too, because depending on the way the company is situated, a lot of companies pay imputed interest on inventory.
Right.
So if you have a lot of,
My daughter is an accountant for Nordson over in Cleveland, and she travels to their sites. Yeah, they have that problem.
In our town, in my town that I live in, companies actually pay tax on not only their inventory, their computers, their software. I mean, anything that isn't bolted down, my town wants them taxed.
Yeah.
Well, I know where I'm not moving.
Yeah, that's why a lot of companies around here. That's why a lot of them won't upgrade software and hardware and things like that, because it's not just the initial cost; it's another 7-8% paid to the town for a tax.
So they pay tax on their investments or their assets?
Your capital assets. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. You pay tax on that, like a use fee, if you will.
Yeah.
There's some places that are really tax heavy around here, and others that really don't.
But inventory, with FIFO, LIFO, last in, first out, all that stuff. That's why when people do it, they're trying to get rid of the expensive inventory first, not just the LIFO or FIFO. They're looking for the expensive inventory to get it because that brings down the tax base.
But what if you only have the part in storage, say 2 days versus 10 days before it's used?
It's okay. You pay 2 days at 2 divided by 365. Whatever the tax rate is on that.
How do they keep track of that?
Oh, they do. Believe me, they do.
Wow.
Well, they look at they do it on a dollar cost averaging. They look at what you're bringing in versus what you're putting out, what you're buying for inventory, and they just take every year you give them a raw dollar figure, an average. That's basically
so you're paying tax depending on your assets from your yearly books.
Correct. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, imputed interest. Yeah.
I don't know about that, Chris. That's something that ain't gonna happen, and they don't want it to happen.
Depreciation.
Well, the thing is, too, Klaus. Remember, a lot of companies, when companies do business, smaller companies especially, they're using banks' money. They're not using their own money.
No.
So the bank wants interest on not only the loan principal, but what you're buying with it, because they technically own it since they provided the money for it. So that's another way that you get taxed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's what they call it, GAAP, Generally Accepted Accounting Practices, GAAP, and it's all. Your daughter, I'm sure, knows that, John. And
we have something similar here. That's not it. I just didn't think it had made it to the States.
Yeah.
Wow.
If they can tax you on something here, they will.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that
No,
one?
but I mean, honestly, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
You see that one? A couple of them senators decided the way things are going, they were trying to put a bill together there to cut the gas tax period for like a year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they going to get
good
the
luck
money?
with that.
I know. Yeah. Well, and here in Connecticut, we get the highest gas taxes in the country. Yeah. Our gas right now, the tax is like 70 to 85% of the total bill is just taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it come out to a gallon roughly?
Well, if we're paying $4 a gallon, you're talking $3.50 is tax and usage fees and all that.
Sad, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, you know what kills me though? Oil back in 2008-9, when the crash happened, was $147 a barrel. At $147 a barrel, it almost went to $4 a gallon. Okay. Now it's at what, 92, 93, and it's at $4 a gallon. Why isn't it the same relationship? You know?
Why?
Well,
I can tell you that.
Well, federal gas tax hasn't changed since like 1980 something.
Yeah.
It's remained the same. It has not changed. So it's the corporations that are soaking everybody.
Yep.
And they're paying
the thing is
to make sure they can.
Yeah, the gas you're using right now was bought months ago.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I love it when something catches fire and it goes up. It's like, wait a minute, but this gas is 3 months old, technically. You know.
Yeah, yeah. But even though if the prices come down now, you'll still pay the high price because they still have to sell you the stuff they bought 3 or 6 or 12 months ago.
Sure. Oh, Stella, I want to see some of that on video.
That's why I want hydrogen fuel cell, not electric.
Yeah, but the amount of space it takes to store it, that's the biggest thing. You're going to have like a 200-gallon tank in your car?
What you got to do, John, is that you got to invent the perfect capacitor.
The flux capacitor.
Actually, there's
Not the flux.
There's a professor at MIT working on a grid level capacitor right now.
Yeah.
And no, that would be the solution to using alternative energy. Or we set up a hydro system where we use the alternative energy to pump the water up in altitude and then release it using hydro to using hydro generators to generate electricity when we need it. One
issue though, if it doesn't rain, you have a problem.
No, I don't. I got the ocean. It's filling up too high. Everything's melting. Let's pump it. We'll desalinate it, pump it in, make our own stuff.
Yeah, but desalination is not cheap.
No, but I mean, they're talking about here. I mean, the power to X, meaning that they want to create an alternative fuel like ammonia or hydrogen and combine it, and they use electricity from wind turbines.
Yeah,
because the wind turbine grid is fairly limited. That means that if the turbines are running full tilt at 2 a.m. in Northern Europe, there are no takers for that power.
Right.
Yes, you got to store it.
No, you got to use it because storage is too expensive and too inefficient. So you got to use it. You either turn it into hydrogen or ammonia, and then you burn that in a combustion engine at a later stage. That's my take on it. There are other takes, but that's my take on it. Ammonia and hydrogen combined can be burned off in a regular piston engine, and it's not cheap, but I mean it's power that can't go anywhere anyways. Otherwise, they have to shut the turbines down during the night, and which they do at the moment.
I agree. And desalinization is energy intensive. But if we're going to use alternative energy, we should use alternative energy to desalinate, move the water, put it into a place so we can store the water and have the water fall, hydro generators, and produce our electricity on demand.
The Swedes are really into that. They do that a lot. The only issue they have at the moment is that they are low on water. And this is inland plants, so they can't just, dip into the sea and take it from there.
Sure, I could. Romans move water all over Europe. But the Romans, with that technology, we should be able to move it to the freaking moon.
That's it. Aqueducts for all.
I was in.
You got my vote.
Last time I was in the States, that was 5 years ago. I went to see the Hoover Dam again on our way to Vegas, right?
And the concrete is still drying.
It's amazing.
It's still curing. The concrete is still curing.
The last time I saw Hoover Dam was in 2000, and it was full.
Did you do the internal tour? Did you go inside and do the tour?
I've never done it. I'm not.
Scary as hell. All the cracks and leaks and everything else.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not taking the tour. I know nothing will happen, but I do risk assessments, Ken. The risk of me freaking out midway is pretty high.
But they're saying some of the concrete that's still curing, the exothermic reaction, the heat that's putting out, is used to heat the offices in the Hoover Dam.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's an amazing piece of engineering. Cool, if you've never been, go. It's an amazing.
When I lived in Vegas, when I first moved to Vegas, the lake was a lot higher than it was in 2000.
Yeah.
By 2000, they'd already moved the marina out 3 times.
Yeah.
Because the lake lowered, and they moved the marina out 3 times by 2000.
Yeah.
And when I last time when I left in 2009, they were worried sometimes they didn't have enough water to run the turbines, and now it's even worse.
Oh.
But hey, why not just build an artificial lake right off of it called Lake Las Vegas and tunnel the water over so Celine Dion can have a friggin' mansion on a lake, on a private lake. And it's not going to affect. It won't affect Lake Mead. How many gallons did you pilfer? And everything out here like evaporates. You putzes.
By the way, Lake Mead is really good for water scooter. What do you call them? Water jet things.
Jet skis.
Yeah, jet skis. Yes, perfect.
Well, it's like out in Arizona, Lake Havasu. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, hey, Klaus, did you say you haven't been to the United States for 5 years?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Yes.
Good luck coming back, because we don't let Dutch people in Canada anymore.
That's no problem for me.
Yeah.
Right now, they ain't nobody.
Right now, you can't cross these dang bridges to Canada anyhow.
You know what? The funny thing, they do studies on this, and I think Danes are in the top 3 of people that are allowed the most places in the world.
Yeah, I agree. I saw that too. I actually saw that somewhere.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. No, I've been to Toronto a couple of times.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but it's a nice city though.
Yeah, Toronto's not bad. Yeah,
and that's when I discovered. Do you know when you have one of those epiphanies? You walk in and you go, "Wow!" I went to Canadian Tire.
No way!
Yeah, I did. Hold on. I have proof.
When I was a kid, Canadian Tire was just somewhere to go buy hockey gear and hockey stick. Oh, you have Canadian Tire money? Are you serious?
I do.
My daughter's still got a whole bunch of that.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I was just, I remember walking in, I'm going, my suitcase is not big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, That's a nice place.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of, it's kind of like Yeah. Everybody goes, oh, Canadian Tire, they sell tires. Well, they got a couple tires there, but it's like Target or Walmart-ish kind of. It's just a department store now.
No, but I mean, you go in for engine oil, right? And they have your engine oil from 10 different manufacturers.
Yeah. And batteries, like lead acid batteries.
Yeah.
It's an entire wall that's 40 feet long of batteries that you can buy. I know. Yeah, it is a pretty cool store.
I like it. Yeah, it was expensive going in there, and I went twice. Yeah,
went back for more. Did you get any hockey gear though?
No. I don't skate, so yeah. I'd have to pay a little extra checking in my suitcase.
No, when you flew home?
It was getting a little heavy.
How do they do that when you go home, Cos? Do you have to take everything out in customs to make sure they see what you're bringing in?
That's a possibility, yes. But they don't look for me buying.
Do you have declaration forms before you go on the plane, that kind of stuff?
No, not before. When we land and we go through customs going out of the airport, there'll be customs officials there going, so you have anything to declare? And kind of go, don't think so. You want to see? You open your suitcase. I said, I do have some tools and shirts, and I bought a really nice Canadian coat thing, and said, we don't care about that. Do you have any iPads? Do you have any electronics, phones? I said, absolutely not.
Fruit and vegetables.
No! You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
don't do that. Yeah. But the customs
stinky
officials,
fish.
Nah. It's preserved. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, but and I also discovered that Canadian breakfast is very different from American breakfast. The potatoes are very different.
How so?
Well, I thought I would get hash browns. I didn't. I get fried potatoes, which were delicious.
Fried meaning chunks or grated and fried?
Chunks.
Okay, we call that home fries.
Oh, now you're making me hungry.
It was good stuff. Oh, and the best thing is the hotel that they booked me into, the factory I was visiting that they booked me into, they didn't have a breakfast buffet, but they had a deal with a small mom and pop restaurant right across the street.
Yeah.
So you'd go there and get your breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, when I went to work, so you want to go for lunch? Not necessary. No problem. No problem.
Like me, I went my Duchess this morning. That was 7 a.m. and I didn't eat again now till 4:30. So
yeah.
Canadian bacon rules.
Oh yeah,
it does.
Any bacon rules.
Crappy time.
That is good point. Any bacon rules. Absolutely.
Have I ever told you guys I make my own?
Your own bacon?
There you go.
Yep.
Do you honestly? I've never heard this.
Honest to God, I do. I buy the meat and I cure it with curing salt and spices and pepper and all that stuff. I vacuum pack it and let it cure for about 10, 12 days. Then I put it out in the smoker and I smoke it until it's 60 degrees C inside. Take it out, cool it off, slice it, freeze it.
Why do you do that though?
It tastes so much better.
Oh yeah, smoking.
It's not cheaper. It's probably more expensive for you to do that than just go buy bacon.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, and it's
quality.
It's worth it. Yeah.
Quality.
Let me answer Stella's question real quick. Stella, here anyway, when I think of hash brown, I think of either a hash brown patty or hash browns that look like that are like separate but like grated potatoes.
Yeah,
that's McDonald's hash browns.
Fried but grated, that's a hash brown. Home fries are chunks of potato cut into like little chunks and then put with paprika, onion, a little bit of spice, and on the grill you get them nice and crispy. That's home fries. Yeah. But hash brown is generally what you get like McDonald's, Burger King, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I don't care what people say. Potato is a power food. I don't care.
Well, starch, starch.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we mix it also the hash browns that we get. We mix it with hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce.
They do loaded hash browns at work every Friday where they mix in like scrambled egg, vegetables, and meat, and they put it all together called loaded hash browns. Really good.
And then cover it with hollandaise sauce.
Ooh,
That's the ticket.
No. You got to have sausage gravy.
Oh yeah.
But
that's even better. Oh,
I do have a little bit of criticism
What?
because I was asking some of my Canadian colleagues, where do you go get good coffee? And they say go to Tim Horton.
Yeah.
You got Tim Horton in your area?
No, when I was in Canada.
Oh, Canada, yeah. Well, that's like Dunkin' Donuts here. My wife drinks 10 gallons of it a day. I think it's swill.
Yeah.
It is horrible coffee.
Yeah.
Taste of nothing, does nothing, just it's tea. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The only thing that I like at Tim Hortons is their chili.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Their chili is the most delicious chili that I've ever had in my life is from Tim Hortons. That's the only thing I like at Tim Hortons. Their coffee sucks. Their donuts suck.
Yeah. But the chili?
Yeah.
I that's noted. Next time I am there, I will
Here you go, Steve.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. I've tried it. I've actually bought that stuff, and it's close, but it's not quite the same. Yeah.
I have a recipe for homemade chili that I only do it once a year because first of all the
HP
it takes forever, but it consists of course beef, but 2 cuts, coarse ground and cut beef, little chunks of cut beef.
We use ground chuck.
Yeah, I use ground chuck, but it's coarse ground.
Yeah,
it's not. It hasn't been passed through twice.
Yeah.
And then I use little chunks of beef.
Huh.
It's so good.
Now let me ask you this, guys. HP sauce, isn't that just A1?
No.
I thought HP and A1 were like the same thing.
No. HP is good. A1 is king.
HP sauce has an overwhelming flavor of Worcestershire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's more of an English thing?
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize anybody but Canada had HP sauce.
It is good stuff. It's brown
but
sauce.
it is
good piece of beef. Oh my god.
Yeah,
but with a steak, a regular A1. Oh yeah.
It's got just enough of that vinegar in it where it's like
Yep. I have an old colleague. I used to work in the States, right? I have an old colleague, and we exchange care packages from time to time. She's a Dane. She lives over there and is married and all that. So we exchange care packages, and my care package always contains A1 steak sauce. And
lovely.
Good stuff.
Yeah, HP sauce and A1 sauce are both just awesome.
You get HP in Canada, Steve?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've never seen it here in the States. I don't know.
I think we have I don't know if you have a restaurant there called Denny's.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Do you? Well, our Denny's out here, you have your mustard ball. When you sit down at a table, you got your mustard squirter, you got your ketchup, and they have an HP bottle.
Oh, no kidding.
Sitting there, right there, as a condiment, just as a normal condiment. Yeah.
But it's I think it's Heinz who owns HP.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So it'd be strange if they didn't.
It's delicious.
On the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, I asked for A1, and they brought me something that didn't look like A1 I was used to in the States. It had a little red color to it. It looked more like a Heinz 57 than it did an A1 sauce.
A lot of that stuff is different between right across the border from Canada to the United States, where you ask for gravy. I want my French fries with gravy. And you go to the States and they have this white crap all over your French fries.
No, that's bechamel. No, that's bechamel. My daughter got that the other day. She thought she was getting French fries with brown gravy, but they put brown gravy and like a bechamel kind of cheese sauce on it, like a white cheese sauce. And it was like, ugh. I think it's a bechamel sauce.
Sounds really close to a poutine.
Or poutine, that's what it was. Poutine, that's what it was. But she thought it was going to be more gravy. It was like a white cheese,
Yeah. That's a poutine. That's delicious too.
Yeah, she got that last. I took them out to dinner last Saturday at the diner, and that was a few dollars.
Oh my God, I'm getting so hungry now.
Oh, tell me about it.
I might have to go leave and eat something new.
Yeah, but you're what? What is it now? It's 3:30 your time. Or
2:30. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you're still at lunch break.
You got another 3 hours.
I haven't had anything to eat for 3 days.
Yeah, poutine.
I
I never knew what the hell that was until last week.
Really? Yeah, it's kind of a Canadian thing.
Yeah, because my daughter's like, she thought she was getting fries and gravy, like brown gravy, and they gave her poutine. That's why she was saying, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, it's just not Swiss cheese. It's
like a Gruyere.
Nah, I can't remember what kind of cheese. Mozzarella. It's mozzarella. Mozzarella cheese poured on top, and then they put it in the oven and they melt it so the mozzarella cheese is melted on the gravy, on the brown gravy.
Yeah.
On your French fries. That's actually a poutine. Yeah.
But I mean, is it a French origin? What's the word?
That's a great. Yeah, it sounds French, doesn't it? I don't really know.
Louisiana Gold. I was saying, where's the Cajun coin hunter when you need him?
Right.
If you're into hot sauce like Tabasco sauce and stuff, if you haven't tried this, try it. This is the best hot sauce ever.
Looks good.
And this is my last bottle.
Does it have Scoville unit rating on it?
No.
No.
It's not as it's not as sharp as regular Tabasco sauce.
Yeah.
It's more flavorful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually gotten to the point where I need to ask John Clem if he can get that stuff and send it over to me, because this is once you try this, you never go back to Tabasco.
Yeah. I don't buy hot sauce for the heat. I buy it for the flavor.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, on scrambled eggs, this stuff was
Oh yeah.
I usually use Frank's Red Hot. You know, the Frank's.
That's good. That's good too.
That's good too. I use that on my scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that's good too. I mean, whenever I'm at hotels in Europe, every morning at the buffet, I have the waiter running around for a bottle of hot sauce.
But I love the Frank's commercial, though. You ever hear the commercial?
No, you just shit on everything.
Yeah. That's the actual commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't say much for it when you think about it.
What's Simone? What is YR sauce?
Never heard of it.
No.
Never heard of it. Yeah, YR. Let me look it up. Where's Park Nest? We need Parkopedia.
Yeah.
We got Kenopedia.
Nah, but Parky's good at all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stella's got a good point there. Some hot sauces are just simply to burn your mouth, and there's no flavor to it at all. It's just heat only.
YR. Never heard of that. YR. Oh yeah. YR spicier than HP. Chef is best. Chef.
Exciting Irish taste buds. So it's the Irish version of HP sauce. It must be the Irish version of HP sauce. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go mix up some scrambled eggs right now and put some hot sauce on there, and I'm hungry. I am actually taking off, guys. Nice to see you guys all again. I gotta go.
All right, Steve.
Take care, Steve.
You'll be sleeping when I do my breakfast stream tomorrow, Steve. So
yes,
you'll be asleep.
Every time
4 in the morning.
I wake up and I pull my phone out and I look at it and I go, Ken's small engine repair streamed 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm surprised Bruce isn't here because Bruce didn't make it.
I know why. I know why. It's low tide.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
That is exactly
for the metal detecting, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got out of Comker Stream, on the clock.
Oh,
yeah, he was like 20 minutes to low tide. I gotta go.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it too. It's been almost an hour and a half, so I'll be on tomorrow for breakfast. So I'll catch you guys all later. Thanks for everybody out in the stream.
Okay.
And we'll see you at Duchess tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Later.
See ya.